How do you keep your hair gorgeously wavy and not have them frizz around? I might just have the answer for you. Let's go. Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Rubina. I post videos once a week and these are centered around my career. I've had a career of about 22 years in IT, wellness as well as beauty. So one of the top questions that I get from my clients as well as followers on DM as well as on YouTube is how do I keep my hair frizzless as well as how do I keep them gorgeously wavy? And I've been thinking that it's not a very hard problem to solve. The reason why it's become hard for us is because we've kind of lost our way in the way we take care of our hair. I think Indian girls have one of the most beautiful hair on the planet. And the reason why I believe so is because one, it's dense, and second thing, it has this beautiful natural curl. But unfortunately, the way our Indian hair care system has been, the way what we inherited from our mums and from our grandmoms, it tends to it tends to kind of ruin the curl over a period of time and make the hair very wavy and therefore also make it frizzy over a period of time. I have recently started wearing my hair naturally. I've always blow dried my hair because I've always wanted my hair to be straight and it's just what I preferred my hair to be. It's only recently that I've kind of embraced my natural curl. And I'm here to share with you how I take care of my natural curl and how it kind of looks fairly good. So my hair care routine kind of makes sure that I have most of my hair intact like this, the waves in place without any styling. In the first section, we're going to be discussing how we lose the wave, and in the second section, I'm going to be discussing how you can keep the wave. Now, we've all grown up to take care of your hair by combing your hair out. How many times do you comb your hair? 5 times, morning, night, maybe 3 times in the day. Well, guess what? All that combing is actually destroying the structure of the wave. And so your hair kind of becomes voluminous and frizzy as well. Because every time you comb your hair, the wave kind of opens up. Second thing, how are you protecting your hair from breakage? The more the hair breaks, the lighter it gets, and especially like if I have a hair that's going right down, it has enough weight to stay down. But if my hair breaks somewhere here, then it's just going to be a flyaway, over here, or I'll just kind of collect over here the more hair I have broken over here, and that kind of spoils the way your hair falls or the structure gets ruined. So what can you do about it? Well, there are a couple of things that you can do. Actually, a lot of things you can do. So let's go step by step. The first thing, go back to oiling your hair. It is the most critical step in hair care. Yes, our grandmoms did it, our mums did it, maybe some of us do it too, but there's a right way to oil your hair. And the right way to oil your hair is to use warm oil, massage it into the scalp of your hair. Do not go dhobi on your hair and go dug, and you don't need to do that. You just need to part your hair and apply it on the scalp and kind of massage it in and leave it in for about half an hour to 40 minutes. Now, if you have very frizzy hair, I also advise you to take a little bit of oil and kind of go through the length of your hair. Do not go dhobi on your hair and rub the hell out of it. It's not needed. If you treat your long hair gently, it just stays longer and is not prone to breakage so much. So oiling. So once you've oiled your hair, use a nice gentle shampoo. Using a nice shampoo will ensure that not only does the extra oils get washed off, but the natural oils of your scalp and hair don't get stripped away. So a good shampoo is incredibly important. Now comes the second step. You can condition your hair or you could use a mask. My personal rhythm is to use a mask that also substitutes a conditioner because that way I'm handling my hair less, I'm using less water, and I'm saving time, which is so important to me. So I just use a great mask. I use System Professional mask. I've done a video on it. It's going to be listed here. Have a look. I also have a very elaborate hair routine which I do at least once a week, so over a weekend. I've also done a video on that. It's also listed here. So moving on to the mask. You put the mask on your hair. Now what you need to do is, if you have very dense hair or very curly hair, use a really wide tooth comb and work out through your hair. What we're trying to do is move the product right down to the hair and evenly distributing it along the entire length of the hair. If your hair is not very dense and is fine hair and generally healthy hair, even a medium tooth comb is completely fine. You don't have to worry about that. So comb your hair out very gently. Get the knots out from here, 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 and you work it out till top. Same thing you do over here. Once you're done, bun it up and finish the rest of your bath, your body bath. If you want, you could also put a shower cap on, just if you're having a shower so the water doesn't get into your hair, it kind of washes down the conditioner before it's ready to be washed off. Once you've done that, then wash off your hair very gently. Now when you're washing your hair, the combed conditioned hair, you don't have to go again all dhobi on your hair and go da da da. You don't need to do that. Just let the water run through your hair and just help the water along to move all the product out of your hair. And just this and just in moving the hair around so the water can kind of wash off the product is all that we are doing. Once it's nicely washed out, towel dry your hair. For about 10 minutes, wear a nice absorbent towel, and then get ready. Give it about 10 minutes for your hair to kind of as much water as is possible to kind of get off. Once you've done that, use a nice curl reforming product. Use a little bit and run it through your hair. So keep in mind your hair is fairly wet at this moment. It's not dripping but it's still wet. Comb it out with a nice wide brush. Again, gentle is the key word. Now we're going to work with hair which is not dripping wet but is still very, very wet. Work out the product right into your hair. Now remember, hair is very dense, so if you don't kind of work this product in nicely, some of your hair is going to get coated, some of your hair is not going to get coated. So take your time in spreading out the product into the hair, and again, be gentle. Once you're done with that, divide your hair again into 4 sections and each section into 2. Now we're going to take one section and move the hair around in a wave pattern. We're just generally waving the hair around. We are not tugging, we are not pulling, there's no force involved at all. So we're just waving the hair around. And as you can magically see, your curl is reforming. And this curl is going to stay as it is because you also have a product on it which is going to make sure that it helps reform the curl. As it is, it's basically also going to coat your hair so that it doesn't absorb moisture from the environment and therefore remains frizz-free. So it works beautifully. We do this for our entire hair. And as you can see here, the curl has reformed beautifully. Now, some of you might have this issue where some of your hair is very curly, some of your hair is very wavy. For me, the front sections tend to be a little wavier as compared to the sections behind. I take this hair and kind of plait it up gently. It has to be very loose plait so that it is the same curls as the rest of your hair. I do it for my front section on both sides, but this is where my hair is just not curly, it's just extremely frizzy at this side. At this time, also get into your scalp and kind of, gently kind of get your hair to wake up a little bit and fluff up a little bit so that it doesn't kind of get totally flat and chopped on the crown area. You're not using any heat, you're not using any styling. So it's very, very simple. You go about your work and your hair dries up beautifully. And here is my hair. I've washed it about 3-4 hours back. The wave is still in there and it looks gorgeous. At least I love my hair. So as you can see, this part is a little straighter than the rest. This is what I plaited up. So it tends to kind of wave up a little bit and frizz up. So I keep curling it around and leaving it. And it kind of stays. The inner layers are more wavier, so they stay as it is till my next wash. As you can see here, the waves are still there beautifully. Now this is day 1 or the first few hours after your hair wash. Now we move to how do you keep your hair like this for the next 2 to 3 days or whenever you're going to wash your hair. I recommend washing in about 2 to 3 days before it gets very frizzy and uncontrollable, but it's completely your preference. So what I do is, and it's also recommended, is to use a protective hairstyling for the rest of the day or when you're going to sleep. What I would do before go to sleep is, now I wear my hair like this through the day, but before I go to sleep, what a good thing to do is to plait up your hair. I section my hair into two and then do a very, very loose plait. The point is not to open up the waves. So it's really, really loose, and I would do something like this. I'm not very good at plaiting my hair. I'm going to plait up my hair, use a scrunchie at the bottom. Sometimes I also might roll up this hair at the end so that it doesn't kind of frizz out, and I go to sleep. This really, really helps in keeping your wave in place and also protect your hair, because when you're sleeping you tend to move around a lot, and then that kind of moves your hair around, they get entangled, and then leads to breakage over a period of time. So if you remember, your grandmoms always plaited the hair before they went to sleep. The protective hairstyles really, really work, and it's something I strongly recommend and encourage, that if you want nice long hair or even nice hair which doesn't have too much of breakage, to wear it into protective gear before you go to sleep. What you can also do is, there are these fancy silk caps that you can wear. I don't like them, but if you prefer them, you can order them on Amazon and wear those. They also keep the friction down and keep your hair fairly good. Those would work even better if you have short hair. But if you have long hair, I think the plaited method is still the best method. So you plait up your hair and go to sleep, and the next day morning, once you're starting your day, gently open up the plait and leave your hair as it is. It's a little bit of learning where you tend to kind of not go through your hair too much, because every time you go through your hair, you kind of open up the waves, and that's what makes the hair frizzy and voluminously jungly the way we don't like it. So it works a lot to, over a period of time, to kind of keep your hand away from the hair as much as possible. So that was my hack to how to keep your hair gorgeously wavy and beautiful without any heating and styling. I hope you like it. If you found this video useful, please do like, and if you're new here, please do subscribe. Before I sign off, I'd just like to reiterate that blow drying is not bad for your hair at all. What really ruins your hair is if you're not using a good blow dryer, or if you're not using a heat protectant serum. Using a really strong blow dryer which has got high energy, high voltage basically, is what's going to protect your hair, because it really dries up your hair instead of burning your hair out. And second is using a good heat protectant. I use one from Schwarzkopf, and I think also from Olaplex. It's not the blow drying per se which ruins your hair, but it's the way you do it that ruins your hair. In monsoons especially, I encourage you to blow dry your hair at least once in 2 weeks. It just makes sure your scalp stays healthy, and it gets aired nicely, and so therefore you don't get dandruff or too much of moisture in your hair that can also spoil the health of your scalp and therefore affect your hair. It can lead to a lot of hair fall in monsoons. So that's a recommended practice. The second recommended practice is to use a good protein mask. Protein mask is very, very important because it really helps calm down the cuticle of the hair or straighten the cuticle of the hair. The more jagged the cuticle of your hair is, the more entangled your hair gets, and that leads to more breakage and more rough hair. So you could do a rice water treatment. I have a video on it listed here. Now, if you're experiencing a lot of hair fall out of nowhere, it's completely fine. It could be seasonal. However, if you're continuing to lose a bunch of hair over weeks together, say about 5-6 weeks, then a good thing to do is to actually start adding rosemary to your hair. Take a bunch of dried rosemary and add it to your current oil and let it seep in for about 3 to 4 weeks, and then strain that oil and then use it. Rosemary actually works on the DHT hormone and stops hair fall. So as a practice, my hair oil always has rosemary leaves seeped into it. In fact, I am planning to do a DIY on how to make one of the best hair oils for you. You won't have dandruff, you're not going to have hair fall, and your hair will remain beautifully moisturized. So stay tuned for that. Till I catch you next time, stay home, stay safe, and have a good hair day.